Good evening, everyone. I'm Don Postos. Mary Whitaker's death is a mystery. She was found dead at her summer home in Westfield earlier this week. The killing left the community asking why, and police are getting ready for a news conference to announce they've cracked the case. We have team coverage tonight. Rachel Kingston is at the news conference in Chautauqua County. Ed Dranch has been there all day digging for the details. Ed?
Well, Don, things were developing almost all afternoon. I spoke with Sheriff Joe DeRossi about 1:30 this afternoon when he told me about this news conference that Rachel Kingston is at right now. He wouldn't say anything more than things are quickly progressing. Wearing wetsuits, carrying metal detectors, Chautauqua County Sheriff's investigators were back in the town of Westfield, searching the pond behind this Titus Road home for anything out of the ordinary. Chautauqua Institute violinist Mary Whitaker was found shot dead inside Wednesday afternoon.
We're going to look at everything, and in this case, we make sure that there was nothing of evidentiary value that might have been deposited in the pond.
Like a gun?
The gun, anything else relevant to the case.
Sheriff Joe DeRossi says two men are being questioned in Erie, Pennsylvania in connection to Whitaker's death. He wouldn't say who they are or where they're from, but he said Whitaker's car was found in Erie after she was murdered.
Do you believe these two men are your suspects?
And I'm not going to comment yet on that.
Do you believe that it would lead to an arrest eventually?
That's the hope.
Whitaker was part of the Core 74, as it's known here at Chautauqua. 74 of the most renowned musicians. They had just wrapped up their season last Tuesday. Whitaker stuck around before she was expected back home in New York City.
I've never known anyone that has been taken in this way. And so I tend to honor her.
Richard Sherman is the primary flutist for the 8-week Institute program. From Lansing, Michigan, he's worked with Whitaker for more than 25 years.
Playing in an orchestra can be tough and challenging. You look over at Mary, and Mary would be doing this. You sound great.
Whitaker played in Broadway pits. She toured with Barbra Streisand. The 61-year-old is remembered as a woman who was serious about her work, but never took herself too seriously.
It's like if something would go wrong in the orchestra, one of the first people I would look at was Mary, who'd be already looking at me, because it was like this knowing kind of glance that she had. There were no flies on Mary about anything. She's one of the smartest people I knew. She inspired me to really believe in something passionately.
Tonight, I've learned two men being questioned by the police are primary suspects in this murder case, although at this point they have still not been arrested. This is still a very fluid situation, and we'll be watching for updates. As soon as we get more information, we'll have it for you on air and online at WIVB.com. Live in the newsroom tonight, Ed Dranch, News 4 at 5.
Thank you, Ed.